second part of Shootout of the South. Welcome on in. Once again, we are here live at Pulaski Academy. Shootout of the South, 4th and 5, partnering up to bring you a little bit of coverage, let you know what's going on here. And right off of Rodney Parham Road. It's going to be a great little second half of the show we got lined up for you. Been having a chance to catch up with some former Razorbacks and all that great stuff. Current players. Actually, you can see they got the games going on as we speak. 3 different fields, all in action right now here at Pulaski Academy for the 7-on-7 2026 Shootout of the South. We actually got a lot of teams from Texas in right now. You can see right now on field 2, I believe, you got Pine Bluff. I'm going to have to take a look at the bracket here in just a second. But welcome on in, everyone. I'm DJ Williams here at Pulaski Academy live as we're going to be following Shootout of the South. But specifically, you know what we like to do? We like to find the players. Where are they at? We got to see them in person. We're going to talk to them, kind of get a gauge of where they are when it comes to the recruiting side of things. But it's going to be a fun couple days here in West Little Rock. I can see pool play earlier today just to kind of give you a recap of what has happened. As you can see, they started off with a lot of the more local teams. They let all the Texas teams travel later in the day so they can get here and be a part of it. But right now, the field behind me, you just saw that Pine Bluff against Keller, Texas. Keller, Texas is the team that was in the blue. Now, I don't know if they didn't travel with their helmets. I'm looking at a lot of these teams over here from Texas, and not any of them have their helmets with them. So maybe that's just not a thing when it comes to 7-on-7 down in Texas. I interviewed a lot of players in the first round. We're going to talk about their performances. We're going to give a little update on the bracket and how well teams are doing. This is all setting up for tomorrow for the championship rounds, but they're just getting through pool play right now. And but first we got to take a look at what are the players to watch. There's a few of them here. All right, there's 17 players that are going to be participating in the Shootout of the South that have Division I scholarships. Okay, I'm going to focus on 8 that I've kind of picked out. One very interesting guy that we ended up losing to the state of Texas, but apparently he's coming back for another round. They weren't too kind on transferring at the high school level, and I'm for it. We're going to be talking about the quarterback for Little Rock Central, a guy that's getting a lot of national attention back here playing 7-on-7. I thought he was gone, but he is back. But when it comes to these players, we got a list of them, 17 with Division I scholarship offers. You see some familiar names, a lot from Texas, 3 from Pulaski Academy. We're going to hear from Chase Hancock here in just a second. As we said, Keller is in the house. Gunter is in the house. Little Rock Christian. They got a player that's been offered as well. That is receiver, athlete that is, Pierre Pitkins. And look at the list for Little Rock Central. Trey Stewart, we're going to hear from him. Bryson Kennedy is the guy that I was telling you about when it comes to, I thought he was gone. But apparently he is coming back to the state of Arkansas. So I'm going to get a chance to talk to the head coach for Central here probably a little bit later in the show. You may have to see that tomorrow, to be honest. But I'm very interested about the details when it comes to that as far as this Bryson Kennedy kid. He was apparently one of the top quarterbacks in all of the country, a sophomore going into his junior year, getting all the national attention. He decided to transfer, go to Duncanville, Texas, and play there. I thought he was gone. I was about to update the graphic, but I just spoke to someone here who's saying, hey, did you see Bryson Kennedy? He's going to be here. You should have him on. I said, I don't even think he's there anymore. Apparently he came back. People had some issues with the transfers at the high school level, but a huge get for him to come back, especially for Little Rock Central, because if he pans out to be anywhere close to what he's supposed to be, he is allegedly one of the best quarterbacks in all of the country going into his junior year. So we'll keep an eye on that. Little Rock Central is playing, I believe they're on the field right in front of me. So we're going to take breaks here or there throughout the next 3 to 4 hours because I want to see these people in person to get my eyes on them and let you know what I think about them. All right, but take a look at the players that I was talking about, the ones to watch, okay? So here's a little matchup or a little graphic I put up for you. Chase Hancock from Pulaski Academy just got offered by the Razorbacks at the receiver position. I had a great interview with him. Even tried to get him to go ahead and move on over to Arkansas. We'll hear what we're talking about that. PA also has a standout young quarterback, Caleb Sullivan. You can see right here, offered by schools already. Bryson Kennedy is who I'm talking about, the third one, top row. He is a very interesting quarterback, 6'2", 220. He has a laser rocket cannon arm. We thought he was gone, but apparently he's back. Out of Gunter, Texas, that is, you got Kris, you know me, Grimaldo. I actually saw him walk by. Looks like a legit player. He's going to be an athlete/linebacker. Caden McCauley, another athlete/linebacker here from Keller, Texas. Talked about Pierre Pitkins. You can see all the offers that they have. Trey Stewart, I hate to see him in that Kansas outfit. See if we can get him switched over to Arkansas. You know, we kind of we plant seeds here at 4th and 5. And another guy from Gunter, Texas, Cade McKee. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to everyone that is potentially on this list. Just depends on their schedule. But once again, pool play. Round 1 is down. We got round 2 right now. You can actually see everybody playing behind me right now. Once again, this is Pine Bluff and Keller. Keller, Texas, that is. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, no. Ooh. Not looking good for Pine Bluff. If Pine Bluff is the home team and Keller is the visiting team, Keller is up 28-0 on the field that you can see right here on your screen. 28-0, Keller beating Pine Bluff. Now, like I said, I apologize. I can't tell who's home or who's away. I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, let's take a look. Here we go. Pine Bluff, they're in the red zone. Is that a catch? Yeah, there. We got a touchdown. All right, now let's go. Yeah. It is 6-28. Not good. 7, that is. They elected to just take the extra point. Not a good day for Pine Bluff. But it's a long day. Pool play just started, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into some players we had a chance to catch up with. One in particular I saw when I came out here. Former teammate of mine, Jarius Wright, is now the receiver coach for Pulaski Academy. Came over from Sylvan Hills with his coach, Mark Kelly, who is now the head coach at Pulaski Academy. A big shift when it comes to the way that they do things here at PA. Now, I wanted to ask them, are y'all going to punt on 4th and 25, or are we going to just go ahead and do what y'all have always done here at PA? I think it's a little bit different here, but he said it's not so much about changing the culture, but enhancing it. And so here, sit back, relax. My chance catching up with all-time Razorback great, Jarius Wright. All right, welcome back in, Shootout of the South. I got a chance to wrangle this guy down. Now, he needs no introduction, but we might as well. We know him as Jarius Wright. I say Jay Wright, but we got Coach Wright in the house right now. Pulaski Academy. I ain't going to lie. It's throwing me off seeing you in these colors. All right, you know I was a CAC guy. Rivals in high school. How you like it, man? It's nice here, ain't it?
Man, you know, it's been a great change-up, a great switch-up for me, man. The people have really embraced me. They're doing me the right way. You know, if you would ask me 5 years ago, or even when you knew me in high school, I would have told you I would never go the private school route. But
it ain't bad though, right?
You know, I love it, man. You know, I should have been here.
Hey,
I'm late.
I used to be the same way. Then I went to private school. I was like, ooh, this is nice, right?
I'm like, what have I been doing my whole life?
I get it. Now, you came over here along with your coach over there at Sylvan Hills, Mark Kelly.
Yep.
All right, and so obviously, big dynamic shift here at PA. We all know Luke. We love Anthony Lucas.
Yes,
He's
sir.
up in Fayetteville now, holding it down with the Bulldogs.
Yep.
But coming in and switching things up. I feel like at PA, even with Coach Luke under Kevin Kelly, they had a certain type of culture that he just kind of carried over.
Yep.
I'm assuming that's not how y'all are rolling, and it's going to be switched up completely. How are these players adjusting from it?
You know, it is a little different. We're definitely changing the culture. Well, I say changing the culture, but, you know, it's still a great culture here.
Yeah.
It's always been a great culture here. But what I would say is we're enhancing the culture.
There we go.
You know, Kelly is a great coach, and he knows what he wants to do and what he wants to get done. And, you know, me kind of knowing Kelly, I know what he wants to get done. So just us bringing that culture in here, and then what I know in my football, he lets me coach. He lets me be me. He lets me coach the guys hard. He lets me call little plays here and there. So
I saw you out there calling plays on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to like that. Speaking of that, you got a pretty good receiver. I'm going to talk to Chase here in just a second. Who's he kind of remind you of? Because I'm sitting here watching in the end zone, and this is very deceptive to me because it looks like he's not trying. He's just smooth.
I'm going to tell you.
Joe Adams was like that. Used to wear me out.
You know, he's a mixture between me and Joe.
Okay.
It's almost crazy to see how much of a mixture he is. He has that quickness. He has that effortless movement like Joe, but then he has the speed of me.
Go.
I'm crazy. Me added in with Chase, only my player too.
Now, speaking of better player, that usually helps having a better team. That's what it's about here at P. The thing with a place like this that has a great culture and you want to enhance that culture comes standards, and we all know now the obstacles and tasks, especially for private schools when it comes to this bumping up in class each and every year. You're competing with schools that have 200 guys on their football roster.
Yeah.
It's tough, but I'm assuming y'all knew that before you came over here. What's that challenge been like?
It is a little different. We are having don't get me wrong, we got every skill guy in the world that could go. But once you get down to the offensive line, we don't have as many guys to put up there. We only probably have like 45 guys on the team, and we're playing 7A football. It really doesn't make sense. Every other sport at PA is 4A or 5A, and then you get the football.
Makes zero sense.
I'll say, football.
I don't know if you get fined for calling a spade a spade. It's stupid. All right, whoever made that rule, it's stupid. I've been on record saying that before. And it's not a knock on your offensive line guys. It's just depth.
We don't have the people.
Just depth.
We don't have the guys to play 7A football. But with that being said, man, we're some competitors.
Let's go.
We're going to show up. It don't matter who you put on the field. It don't matter who you put out there. We're going to show up, and we're going to play football. That's the reality of the situation, too.
So wrapping up pool play here for y'all today. I guess y'all have two teams kind of rolling in here. Did I see a gold and a blue? Did y'all both go?
So the gold team kind of played earlier. We'll play with the blue team, kind of more of a JV squad in the second half. But we went 5-0 in pool play with the gold squad.
Dang, are y'all pay off the refs? Is this homeschool?
Oh no, we ain't got we ain't got to pay off the refs. We got the guys, man. We got the guys.
That's fun, man. That's exciting. I hear y'all got a pretty good quarterback too. Is he young buck?
Man, he's just a sophomore.
Wow.
He has 2 scholarships already. And he's only played in the playoffs last year before we even got here. So, yeah, so I really expect him to have a really, really big year this year, of course, throwing the Chase. But, man, we got a great group of guys out wide for sure.
All right, I like it. Appreciate it, Jay. I'll let you get back to it. Jarius Wright, Coach Wright, that is. Put some respect on that name. All right, that's Jay Wright. Once again, I want to give you a heads up, too. Signal may be a little spotty today. So the weather's been a thing, okay? So we're relying on satellite, and it really can't make its mind up at what it wants to do today. Sun, clouds, whatever. So if there's any interference, bear with us. It'll kind of drop in and out as we kind of get going. But very cool to catch up with Jarius Wright. The way that he was talking about Chase Hancock, it's cool when you have a guy like Jay who's seen it all at every single level, seeing talent at its rawest form and knowing that the sky is the limit for a kid like that. And he's a great interview as well. We're going to hear from him in a little bit later. But they just wrapped up their first game, and they're very efficient here. It's 22-minute games. That's the way that they're going to set this up, at 8 minutes in between for a little rest, and they're going to stay on schedule. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the pool play looks like as far as who's going to be next. So behind us on field, I guess B that'll be PA against Little Rock Central. All right, so we're going to get to see this Bryson kid. Okay, so Central will be right behind us. We're going to see if he's the real deal or not. That's what it's going to all be about. Also, Trey Stewart is going to be playing as well. He is the Arkansan that is currently committed to Kansas, one of the top-rated players in the class. Some of them have him the #1 rated player in the class. That's going to be Trey Stewart. And so, once again, that'll start up here in just a second. And so as we wait on that, I might as well get you set up with Trey Stewart. I had a chance to catch up with him, and we'll try to time this up to when we come out of this, we can get right over to the game and take a look and see how special this Bryson Kennedy kid is. So here's earlier, I got to catch up with the guy that I'm trying to get to flip his commitment from Kansas to Arkansas. Just add a little AR, and we're good to go. Take a listen to Trey Stewart. And once again, apologize if the connection keeps going in and out. Just bear with us. Dealing with some interference probably for the next couple hours. Hopefully it all pans out and the show is good enough to make sure we can keep on watching this thing. Here's Trey Stewart. All right, now we're locked back in here at the Shootout of the South, and I'm here with Trey Stewart. Now, I talked to you last year. All right, I went to your spot over there at Little Rock Central. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I was sitting down with you and Ant. Got my boy Jay Wright. Yep. I was sitting down with you and Anthony Kidney, right? And so at that time, Big Ant was committed to Miami, and I know we were waiting to see what you wanted to do.
Sir.
And here we are. Congratulations, going to Kansas. Very excited about your football career to be, I guess, going to the next level. So what went into that decision that's going to end up leading you being a Jayhawk?
So what's crazy is Kansas was my last offer I got.
Wow.
On the table.
Okay.
And so ever since they threw me that offer and we had that talk, he showed me, like, how much he was all in on me and how bad he wanted me in his program.
Yeah.
And so we've been talking since, like, January till I committed. And, like, ever since then, he's just been locked in, talking to me every day, FaceTime, text. And so, like, you just can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
So when I went down there on my unofficial visit, spring practice, felt like home. So
yeah,
after I came back, had to commit.
Yeah, I get it, and that's what it's all about. And I think that's a theme that I've been seeing a lot. It's all about the relationships, all right? You know, and I know at the time when I talk to you, I'm not going to try to get in your head, all right, because I know everyone else does, you know. But, you know, we talked about Arkansas, especially with Anthony, you know, and he was committed to Miami, and things changed. We got a new coach. It seemed like he did his part of really trying to talk to some in-state talent, and Coach Ryan Silverfield, when he got hired, did you notice that from your end as well?
Yeah, I noticed that from like every kid in Arkansas. Like they showed mad love.
Yeah.
Even me, he started pushing me harder to get on the hill.
Yeah. So now when it comes to you, let's talk about this season. Little Rock Central. Now back in my day, and I know we're starting to get back to where it was. Little Rock Central was untouchable. Untouchable. I mean, they almost beat people before they even stepped on the field from the intimidation factor. Now, guys like you, Ant, you're starting to get some of the best talent in the state to be back there at Little Rock Central. What's that been like, and how are you prepping for this upcoming season?
It's been good. We got a lot of transfers, a lot of players that –
Dang, y'all got the portal in high school too? Hey, what are we doing,
yeah, we
right?
got a lot of kids, new transfers, Parkview, my mail, everywhere. So, like, that's just been good, and our players been developing. So, as we go into this season, we're looking for great undefeated season, state champs. I feel like we could do it.
All right, now when it comes to 7-on-7, this is what we're here about. Well, I know you like to tote that thing, run that ball. I'm about to talk to this kid over here. You know this guy right here, Lakeside over here. Yeah,
that's
apparently
my old coach.
This your old coach, and we got a good receiver. I've been hearing a lot about him as well. All right, so maybe you're gonna see him tomorrow. You play offense and defense, or just offense?
I just play offense.
Dang, you gotta like that. Dang, you know, back in my day, we had to play both. All right, yeah. One more thing I wanted to say. As far as your head coach, I'm going to talk to him in just a second. What's he been like day to day, prepping not just you, but every single body on that team when it comes to just getting better at the small things and setting y'all up for a good future?
Really just blocking out the noise. You know, people don't believe we can have a great season or flip the program around. So really just learning to block out the noise and be all in on us and show us why we're going to have a great season.
There we go.
Yep.
Got to lock it in, right?
Yep.
You know, I'm excited. Central's going to have a great season. I'm going to be bugging this guy every single week, and then he's going to switch from Kansas. He's going to be at Arkansas. No pressure, no pressure. I'm just letting you know what I'm going to do, all right? But either way, man, it's very cool that I got to meet you over the past couple years now, and I'm going to watch your career. No matter what color you're wearing, I'm a fan of yours. So appreciate you.
Appreciate you, my
guy.
Go
dominate today.
Yes,
Let's go do this thing. Go and win a little something today, all right?
You.
All right, once again, Trey Stewart, great kid right there. And I see Central, they just wrapped up their game, and they're running down. They're going to be on the field right behind me. I feel like there's a situation unfolding at the moment. I guess anyway. If I shut this camera down and everything just goes black, yeah, it is what it is. There go them Tigers. Yeah, them Tigers heading on down. God, I wish I had somebody here with me. I'll tell you this. Putting all this stuff together, you should see the setup right now. Putting all this stuff together with one person, it's been quite the day, all right? So bear with us. Usually we have a couple more hands on deck, and we can move around and show you a little bit more. But, yeah, we're going to take a look at the field behind us. And so on my way here, I was trying to figure out a way to get audio from the field, and there's one piece that I was missing. It's at home. I didn't have time to go get it. And so I'm going to just be rolling this tape behind me as the game kind of goes on, and I'm going to let you know what I think about this quarterback. Once again, he's allegedly going to be one of the top quarterbacks in all of in all of the country in high school, and so we're going to keep an eye on him. I've never even seen him before, but I'm looking at Central walk by right now, and I'm assuming it's this guy who looks like he should be in college right now. Okay, he's standing right next to Trey Stewart. So very excited to see this unfold here in just a second. So that'll be on the field behind us. And what we're going to do, you can see Central actually hopping on the field right now. So let's go ahead and go to the field cam. Central, go ahead and get on the field. And they didn't have a lot of time. They literally just wrapped up one game, running down to this field, and they got to go ahead and get things started. They are very efficient here at PA, and I'm surprised they already haven't started this. This game was supposed to start 1 minute ago. But I could see them giving them a little second to catch their breath. So y'all bear with us. I'm going to play a little music as they kind of get warmed up, and then I'm going to kind of get my bearings and figure out who these players are so we can kind of go through this game. I may even try to get on that camera and move it around a little bit and still try to talk at the same time. That's probably a bad idea, but hell, let's give it a shot. So y'all sit back, relax. I'm going to play a little music as they warm up, and I'm going to get my bearings, okay? All right, we're going to give this a shot. Uh-oh. Didn't know that was on repeat. Let's turn that music down a little bit. What do you think? And take a look at this game here between Central and PA Blue. All right, here we go. You can see PA Blue has the ball. Central on defense. Like I said, I really don't have a setup to try to do this, but I'm going to try to play cameraman. Take a little bit closer look at these plays as we move forward, okay? 4th and 5, opening up internship opportunities if you're watching. All right, let's go ahead and get a little bit closer look. Central now coming out on offense. And let's see this quarterback. Bryson Kennedy. Trying to see if he, usually you can tell who looks the part. Oh, okay, here we go. Trying to figure out. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if that's him. The guy at quarterback right here looks a little bit more slim. I'm not saying I haven't seen him in person, but I'm going to have to talk to the coach about it. But a good first play from Central right here. Let's see how they move the ball. We know Central, historic program when it comes to having a lot of athletes. No doubt about it. It goes back to 2004 and 5. Mickey Dean, Kevin Thornton, Antoine Robinson, Thomas Page, Dedrick Poole even before then. Here we go. We got a shot at the end zone. Sorry, y'all. Just missed. I'll work on the camera stuff here in a second. That's a camera mistake 101. Whenever you are trying to shoot, don't watch the field of play. Watch the camera. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go back in. I believe it is second down. Second down for Little Rock Central. Very impressive. I like what Coach Anthony Robinson has done at Central over the past couple years. There is a quick little out route. That is to Trey Stewart. Trey Stewart is the commit to Kansas. Once again, we're going to be doing our part to see if we can get him to go to Arkansas. That's going to be my #1 priority, along with a lot of kids from the state of Arkansas. I don't know if y'all knew this, but here at 4th and 5, big advocate for keeping these kids here in the state of Arkansas. Here we go. They are lined up in a trips right formation. They motion Trey Stewart to the end of the line of scrimmage. They're empty 5 wide. He's looking to the left, looking towards Trey. Ends up going to the flat. Picks up just enough for first down, I believe. Now, it's been a while since I've been far removed from 7-on-7. I'd probably have to get brushed up on these rules. Not exactly sure where the first down marker is. They don't have any chains out here to kind of place them. But here we go. Trey Stewart to the right. They're in a double set. Based off the defense right here, looks like they are in a single high safety. Ball thrown a little bit behind, and by a little, probably a little too much. All right, miscommunication from the receiver and the quarterback, Coach Anthony Robinson. You see him on the sideline. I'm not sure if he's calling the plays. Let me go ahead and take a closer look. Yeah, he's definitely calling the plays, signaling it on the sideline. Central comes out and it trips right. Let's see what we got right here. PA is showing zone. They'll probably be in zone most of the day. Single high safety. Passed it off. Work in the middle of the field. Yeah, when it comes to the concepts, seems like Central's going to have to do a little bit better job about picking that zone apart. Best way to do that is to get players on different levels. A quarterback has to do a great job with his eyes. Just based off what I saw right there, he picks where he's going to go as soon as he says, or he snaps the ball or grabs it off the little countdown timer, telegraphing all of his passes, making it very easy for the Bruin defense. All right, here we go. Let's pick this back up. Pulaski Academy on offense. Holding the ball for a long time. I'm surprised that wasn't a sack. Oh no. That's not a good day. My guy with the arm sleeves, you look real cool, but you got to give me a little bit more effort than that, big dog. A little bit more effort than that, arm sleeve. I'd be livid if I was a coach right now. PA just one play, takes it straight to the house. They're going for 2 right here. Going for 2. That's a PA special right there. I tell you, that's a Bobby Petrino special right there. I bet Jay Wright has a little bit to do with this. I guess he didn't score a touchdown. I miss where they tapped him. Speaking of calling the plays, look who it is over on the sideline over here. Probably going to miss this play. Well, actually, we'll take a look at this play, and I'll zoom in here in just a second. All right, there it is. Jarius Wright. Jarius Wright over there in the blue hat. He's calling the plays for the offense right now. Talk about a guy who has just about all the accolades you could ask for when it comes to being a signal caller. Played under Coach Bobby Petrino, played multiple years in the NFL, multiple different teams under great quarterbacks and great offensive coordinators. Been doing the coaching circuit for a while. I was out there with him when he was coaching with Ryan Mallett, when Ryan Mallett was the head coach at Whitehall. And so I had a chance to go out there and watch them coach, and it's crazy. As bad as we hated getting our butts chewed out by Coach Bobby Petrino, they ended up being the exact same way towards their players because they knew that it works. They know that it works, okay? So we're going to keep an eye on that. Here we go. Central back on the offensive side of the ball. Sorry, let me get my camera working. Throws it out to the flat, picks up about 4 yards right there. Speaking of players, here's another guy that we got our eye on. This is going to be the receiver from Little Rock Christian. He has the white shirt on. I believe that's Pierre Pickens right now. So we're going to try to take a look at him a little bit later on the day as well. He's another player that's getting a lot of attention right here in the state of Arkansas. All right, let's get back to the game. Central comes out, and there we go. I can't really tell what formation there is based off Trey. Little bubble out right across the middle. Ooh, drop ball. It's not good, not good. That was actually a really good concept. I would say quarterback did a great job with his eyes. Wanted to go to the left first, see Trey coming out of the backfield. Then he got instantly to his second in his progression. That wasn't there. Then he got the guy in the deep middle, I would say mid-middle of the field, and it was there. Great progression from the quarterback. I need to figure out if this is the Bryson Kennedy that we've been talking about because right now it really hasn't been popping off on tape. All right, here we got to get a wheel route. He's going for it. Oh, nice catch. Nice catch. I'm not sure who that receiver is. Spacing very odd right there. Trey was on the wheel route, and the receiver was kind of right there, too, running a fade. Definitely some kind of miscommunication, but I guess it worked out, man. Hey, anytime there's a big-time play and a big-time catch, even if they're running the wrong routes, as a coach, in the moment, you just got to say good job. You can let them know how you feel, I guess, in the film room. That ball's overthrown. Trying to throw a jump ball. Number 3 looks like a pretty good-sized receiver for Central. He's in the back of the end zone right now. Probably put on a couple more pounds, which is fine, but pretty good threat when it comes to the jump ball. I mean, he's head and shoulders over most of the DBs for PA Blue right now. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some red zone action. Central got the ball on the 15-yard line. Then a little bunch trips right action. Let's see what he wants to do. I mean, he's looking at Trey Stewart about every single time, which is typically very uncommon for a running back. When you got the running back being the number 1 option coming out of the backfield. But he's a big-time athlete. You can't blame him for that. Here we go. They move the ball just a little bit closer. They're on the 10-yard line. I can't tell what down it is. They're really not putting that on the board. I need to keep track. Here we go. Trips right again. That seems like one of their favorite formations. I would say you got room out here. You motion them out. It looks like they're going to be in zone. Once again, it's going to be finding that spot. Can you get players on different levels? See, that's not it. If y'all can go back and watch that, they're out off the line of scrimmage. I'm not the biggest fan of just coming off and pointing your hand up in the air and just throwing a jump ball like that. It needs to be a little bit more, I would say, touched up and brushed up a little bit. At least threaten them with something else to make them honor something short so it's not just a legit jump ball that they see coming a mile away. All right, we're going to see what they work right here. They lined up in quads. Trey coming across, easy. Yeah, that's, I would say, a pretty good development right there. So far, they've come out in trips and most of the time and having Trey in the backfield. This time they lined up in quads, so they had 4 receivers on one side, 1 on the back side to really put pressure on the front side of that zone on the defense, and they just drug Trey Stewart across, and he was lost in the shuffle, and it was an easy throw and catch. Easy throw and catch for a touchdown. They elected to go for 1. The score right now, it is 7-0 Central. All right, here we go. PA Blue, really good concept. I wish we had that here. All right, let's take a look at Jarius Wright. Let's take a look at the play calling capabilities from a former protege of Bobby Petrino. All right, here we go. Now, this is very interesting to me. They really snug up to the sideline. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at the armbands over here. Arm sleeve guy. I like the physicality. I still wanted you to hustle a little bit more on that play a couple plays ago in the red zone, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, here we go. PA coming out. Looks like they're in a deuce formation, 2 receivers on each side. You got short side of the field. That's what they've been working a lot. That was great defense by not that guy. Oh, armband. Dadgummit. Armband ain't going to like me after today, y'all. All right, so I was going to say that was great defense from the corner from Central. Go back and look at that. A really good concept that Jarius was trying to pull off right there. But then they got snuck with that wheel route. A lack of discipline from the linebacker from Central. Now, this is one of my favorite things to do. I'm watching the sideline right now. I don't know if y'all can see it. That player is talking to the coach right now. Body language. He's taking the coaching. I'll give him that. I'm not going to be too hard. Taking some coaching right there. All right, here we go. Back out, Central. So after this drive right here, I'm probably going to go down on the field. There's about 10 minutes left. I'll leave this up. Sorry there won't be much audio from the game, but I want to take a look and see what we're looking at. Great throw, sketchy catch, easy throw and catch for a touchdown. That was a pretty ball. That was a real pretty ball. Nice tight spiral. Like the way he got that nose down. Should have been an easy catch. Bobbled it a little bit from the receiver side of thing. And that's the thing. Now, this is PA's junior varsity team, okay? PA Gold is their, I would say, varsity team. They played earlier today, and they were 5-0. They were 5-0. So this is a great opportunity for the young guys to get some reps. But Central really needs to put a lot of points on the board right now. Arm sleeve took 1 sleeve off. All right, so now we got 1 sleeve from arm sleeve. Good defense in the slot. And I think that was the corner running with that slant route. Let's see what Jarius Wright has cooked up for the offensive side of the ball for the Bruins. All hand signals. Very efficient offense. Let's see what they come out. They're in a deuce formation again. That was a real big formation that we like to run at Arkansas, and let the quarterback kind of pick a side depending on what they have going on as far as a defense. A lot of pre-snap reads require the type of offense that Jarius Wright likes to, I would say, roll with over there. Was at Sylvan Hills, now here at Pulaski Academy. Now, we talked with him earlier, if you saw the interview. Coach Mark Kelly has really given him a lot of opportunities to run it the way that he wants. Comes over here as a receiver coach, almost looking like an offensive coordinator right now. There was a penalty on that play. It was a hold on Central. Looks like we're not too worried about that right now. All right, let's pick this up. What are we talking about? I guess they're deciding if they want to take the penalty or not. It looks like they are electing to take the penalty, save themselves a down. So I would assume it's going to be a maybe second and short. Usually you look for shots right here. All right, so let's see if we go over top. That may have been another hold. Yep, there it is. They were trying to work this corner route out here, and the line, or I guess the DB or linebacker from Central was holding them the whole way there. We saw that from way up here. So flag came out. Sure, they accept that. Move it forward. Go ahead and get you a little first down. Got a really good spirited game going on behind this one. I'm not sure who that is on that field. You know it's a Texas team because they don't have helmets. Throws me off. All right, here we go. PA, once again, they got trips to the short side. Nice little inside route by the young buck from PA Blue. I really like the patience in that route. You can tell you had a veteran coach him up on that. A lot of problem that guys like that have. What's going on, ma'am? Are you locked in right now? Yeah, locked in. Yeah, you really like the patience, especially from young guys. They tend to rush routes like that, but he was very patient coming out of that. Good coaching, experienced coaching for sure, get that. Now, I will say from 18, I would say we could do a little bit better at the release, trying to create more space and accelerating. Now, Central, you know they got those athletes over there, so we're going to see if we can get this one into the end zone. Right now, they're on the 18-yard line. Red zone action. PA yet. Actually, it's tied up right now, 14-14. Let's see if PA can take the lead. Here we go. Looking side of the field. Nice concept right there. That was beautiful, beautiful. That's a way to pick the defense apart. They were sitting in zone. You had, I guess, a little decoy route, running kind of like a little return or a little, sticking out to try to open up that window. And then you have that dig route coming in right behind them. Quarterback, great job being patient, letting it develop, and we're good to go. Oh, same thing right here. Tried to sneak the quarterback out of the running back out of the backfield. Central's on top of it. Let's see what Coach Jay Wright has in his bag right here. Look at him. What's it going to be, Coach? Yes, sir. Look at that. That's a touchdown right there. I'm feeling it. All right, here we go. See what we're working with in the red zone. Quarterback looks right. Oh, could have been a little bit better route. Oh, that's going to be close. I knew that was going to be thrown a little bit too deep in the back of the end zone, and it was. His foot was out. They tried to hit this corner route from this inside receiver. Did they give him that? Oh. They called that a touchdown? Do you call that a touchdown? 1 foot down. Oh man, we gotta go back and look at that one. I gotta see that. What you think? Look, I got a lot of PA people here looking at me funny, looking at me sideways. Oh, come on. We got to catch that one. Look at that. We got a botched touchdown call, then another beautiful ball. This may be that Bryson Kennedy kid. That was a beautiful shot. Number 14 just couldn't haul it in. You got to have those. Zero excuse for a drop touchdown like that. I got to go see what's going on that field down there, man. They're getting loud, getting rowdy. Got some athletes moving around. All right, here we go. Back to this field of action right here. Just missed on the first down. There we go. Get it out and easy. Get to the flats. Once again, they've been throwing deep balls, so if I'm PA on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to start playing with a little precaution. If that's the case as an offensive coordinator, this is your opportunity to start working on that short game. Get the ball out quick, 3-step timing. Work on the chemistry when it comes to the offense. Now would be the time to do so. Guess we're going to sit back and see what Coach Robinson has cooked up right now over there at Central. Central comes out once again, trips right. Once again, he always looks to the side of Trey Stewart. Good patience right there, letting it develop. I always get so fascinated on 7-on-7. I'm not sure about the time clock. I feel like with the athletes nowadays and how they're getting bigger, stronger, and faster, I believe they have 4 seconds to throw the ball. I think they need to drop that down to 3 seconds, all right, because these kids nowadays, they're getting down there quick, super quick. All right, here we go once again. We're into the red zone right now. There we go. They're working it. They're working the zone. PA is going to have to switch this up in the red zone. Too many gaps in the zone right now. Central has got it figured out, and they're picking it apart. I'd be surprised if they don't go back to something very similar. Now it's on the 10-yard line. I think it's second down, 10-yard line. Moves the guy in motion. Don't get anything on the defensive side of the ball. Let you know that they're going to be in zone yet again. And they go to the jump ball again. I don't know if you saw somebody opened up right in the middle of the field. That's where you got to attack on these right here. I know it's difficult, but jump balls when you got zone out there. Now, Central probably can get away with it today because they're playing against the JV team from PA. I mean, they're small out there. Every receiver for Central is about a foot, maybe 2 feet taller than all of them. So you can get away with it. But later on, when you get into 7A play and you're playing against big boys, you really got to start calling these plays to take advantage of the defense. Great catch, good hands. That would have been an interesting one. Sorry, I got the camera way over here. That would have been an interesting one. We would have found out if he was a football player or not if full pads were on. Extending across the middle in the end zone. Probably would have took a big-time hit. I guess we're going to have to wait to the fall to see how that turns out. All right, y'all sit back, relax. I'm going to go get a closer look. I'm going to try to go figure out the names of these players. If that is their quarterback that returned from Duncanville, he's got a good deep ball. Got to work on a couple other things. All right, so I'm just going to leave this thing rolling right here. Y'all sit back, relax. I'll be back after this game. Give me about 5 to 8 minutes. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.
Field number 2, the Arkansas Surgical Hospital field. Field number 3, the Little Rock Mills versus Gunter, Texas. Just a reminder that Shootout at the South $20.
All right. We're back. Got me a little snack. Central won that one by 2. All right. They're moving on to play their next game. They'll be set up here. here in just a second. Welcome back in. Once again, setting up behind me as we take a look at pool play. I did figure out that was not Bryson Kennedy. So once again, transferred to Duncanville, Texas, came back over to Arkansas because they weren't okay with the way all that went down. Ended up back at Central. However, was not playing this weekend. Was playing the other weekend, but he is not here today. Backup quarterback quarterback competing for the starting job did a really, really good job today. Once again, take a look at some of the players that we are expecting to see do some big things here today. Once again, Chase Hancock, we saw him play a little bit earlier today. He's as special as they come. The quarterback over there at PA, Caleb, that's going to be on PA Gold. They already played in pool play here this morning. Pierre Pickens, Caden McCauley, Trey Stewart, Cade McKee, Bryson Kennedy, as we mentioned, and Kris Grimaldo. I'm going to get my eyes on them. These Texas teams, I saw them playing just a second ago. And they seem very spirited and ready to go. So lining up on this field behind me, next game coming up. We just had PA Blue, Little Rock Central. It's going to be Episcopal versus Pine Bluff. That'll be the next game. Episcopal versus Pine Bluff. All right, so Episcopal got a new head coach here this year. A little former Razorback holding it down. So we're going to see how things get cracked up with that one. They're lined up. It looks like Pine Bluff got their helmets on this game. Episcopal setting out, ready to get warmed up. They're going to start this game off any second. Once again, pool play is rolling. We're just getting into it. It's the third game. We got about 4 or 5 more to go after that. Once again, we got some talent here, y'all. 17 players with the Division I scholarships that are going to be competing this weekend in the Shootout of the South. You're going to hear from some of them later on in the show. But also, I want to give a shout-out to some guys who did some really special things this morning. A lot of people who are being overlooked. And it takes me to 2 guys over in Fountain Lake. I'll tell you, I watched these guys this morning, had a chance to sit down and talk with them. You're about to hear from them right now. But this first guy named Peyton, when I heard his records, it made me think, why have we not been talking about this guy? This is what 4th and 5 is all about, finding those diamonds in the rough. You know, obviously looking at the who's who, holding them accountable and seeing if it's, if it matches up to what the hype is. And for the most part, it does. Sometimes it doesn't. But along this path of doing that, we have stumbled across some people where it's just like, wow, we need to give a little bit more credit when credit is due. This is a receiver from Lakewood who is absolutely dominating, and his name is Peyton Harwood. Take a listen. All right, back here, Shootout of the South, the first round of pool play got wrapped up, and somebody said, hey, you got to see this kid, Peyton Harwood, all right, from Fountain Lake. Fountain Lake. Oh, I got to put some respect on it. My bad, you know what I mean? Fountain Lake holding it down. To this kid, this dude's blowing it up. Then he started telling me about your stats. Flying under the radar for no reason. Man, you've been showing out today. First of all, if people are unfamiliar with who you are, tell them what type of player you are.
Man, I'm a player that I give it all I got every time. I don't give up easily. I mean, a lot of people maybe look down on me because I'm not the fastest guy, but I can get open.
Yeah.
And mainly, above all, I can catch the ball.
Let's go.
I make crazy catches. I make double cover catches. I mean,
you're locked in.
Yes, sir. I'm very locked in.
You know, I've talked to you now for 22 seconds maybe. And one thing that I've already noticed, man, you got a passion about you. You got a desire. I can see it in your eye. You're not just saying it. You believe it.
Yes, sir.
I played on a team with the New England Patriots. You remind me just by talking to you of a guy named Julian Edelman. All right, I played with Danny Amendola. I see all these guys who overcome what people thought they should be. They just compete.
Yes, sir.
And so when it comes to that, is that like a chip on your shoulder you've had of people saying, oh, he's too small, he's not fast? Aspiration gets to do you have aspirations to get to the next level?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I've been sending out my stuff to many colleges. I've been to plenty camps, but I do definitely take that as a chip on my shoulder. I mean, a lot of people look down on me. I mean, a lot of people don't even really notice me when we come out on the field. They're like, who is that? But by the end of the game, they're going to know. So
yeah, I love that right there. The best way to talk about it is let your play do the talk for itself. So remind me real quick, because I think, who is this over here?
Coach Cates.
That's Coach Cates?
Yes, sir.
And I had somebody else come up and talk to me. When it comes to leading the state in some categories, is your name not up there?
I think it might be up there in all three. Tell
them about it.
So
tell them about it.
My junior season, I had 1,803 receiving yards, 122 receptions, and
oh my God,
25 touchdowns, 20 receiving. And then on top of that, if you added my sophomore season stats, I think we did the calculations. I'm 75 receptions away from the all-time state record.
Woo!
So we're gonna
Who's
be
that held by? I'm assuming somebody here at PA.
I think it's it might be Allie Freeman. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Wow. I mean,
So-
it seems like you're on track. And you said 1,800 yards in a
Yes,
season?
sir. 1,800 yards last
See,
season in
thi-
11 games.
This is why I wanted to come here, because I want to find the players that a lot of people are not talking about. All right. So
sir.
every time this dude steps on the field, it's just like his name just keeps getting called and keeps getting called. I think that's special. All right. So,
Yes, sir.
but we all know it's a team game. All right. So
for sure.
y'all got a lot more to go tomorrow.
Yes,
so
sir.
pool plays wrapped up. How do you feel about tomorrow?
I'm feeling confident. I mean, we went 3-2 on the day. We lost to PA by 1 score. Really, honestly, should have had that one. And
Woo! Let's go.
we lost to Parkland by 1 score. We scored every time we had the ball. Time ran out on us.
Okay.
So I'm feeling really confident. I mean, a lot of people don't know about Fountain Lake, but we're about to show them. We're about to put Fountain Lake on the map.
Let's
for sure.
go, man. Got to learn today. Thanks so much for being here. You got my attention, so we'll keep track of you
Yes,
all
sir.
season long. I appreciate you, and good luck tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Gotta like the young guy over there at Fountain Lake doing his thing. I was busy. I just kept hearing his name, and I was setting up today. So tomorrow I'm going to get a really close look at this kid. And, yeah, I mean, so many talented kids here in the state of Arkansas. We've seen so many just get overlooked. Now, some go the hard route, go to these smaller schools and work their way up, and then they end up making it to the NFL. But, no, everyone here, all I was hearing was Peyton Harwood. Look at this catch, leading in the receivers. I mean, so many times when you hear somebody's name, you got to start putting respect on it and start paying attention. So he's one guy that we're going to start taking a closer look at here at 4th and 5. And if it helps him get more attention, great. That's what we want to be here for. Now, can't do it alone as a receiver. You got to have somebody throwing that thing. And a player today that just got offered not too long ago from OBU, Washita, is in the house, and it's the quarterback throwing it to him. And he has a really cool name. Pumped up about this name, and it sounds like a quarterback name. Let's go ahead and take a listen from the quarterback over there at Fountain Lake. All right, let the interviews continue. I'm here with Fountain Lake quarterback. It's Cooper Buss, right?
Yes, sir.
That's an awesome name. I mean, if I were to say Cooper Buss, what position does he play? He's got to be a quarterback, right? He's got to be a quarterback. So I already talked to one of your guys, a receiver, Peyton. All right, dude's a dog, certified dog. And when it comes to getting noticed, you're starting to put Fountain Lake on the map a little bit. And yourself, did I just hear you got an offer from OBU?
Yes, sir, you did.
Okay, are we going? Committed? Are we?
We might be. I don't know.
You got to get that money right first.
Yes,
It's NIL days. I'm messing with you. Don't say anything, all right? Don't say anything to that. But how exciting is that? You put in the work, now you're getting this attention and getting noticed by these schools.
Man, I'm just truly blessed.
Pull that mic up. There you go.
It's a blessing, finally, Fountain Lake, I feel like we get a little bit underlooked. Nobody really knows about us, and I feel like it's awesome that we're finally getting some attention. We have 2 of the best receivers in the state, and nobody really knows who they are. But when they step on the field and they see them on the field and they cook them, and by the end of the game, they know who we are and they know that we got some dogs on our team. And I think everybody's starting to realize that and open their eyes a little bit. And I think it's good that we're starting to get some attention.
Now, I love that you're giving the attention to your guys, but a receiver can't do it by themselves. They can't throw it to themselves. Let's talk about you, man. What's your development been like? What are things you work on the offseason? Why is 7-on-7s and all this stuff important to get you ready for the upcoming season?
Definitely. I think our game plan for the season, we like to pass it a lot for sure.
Go.
I think one game our sophomore year, we passed it 64 times one game.
Dang!
So we definitely like to pass it a lot. So I think 7-on-7s and in the off season we work on our pass game a lot because we know we live and die on the pass game a lot. Definitely we work all off season, throw a lot of routes. I go to Nashville in the summer for training, and I've been going to that.
What's so special about Nashville? What are we doing there?
They got a QB country.
What's wrong with Arkansas?
They got a good.
I'm just messing with you, man. What's QB country?
Thomas. That's the name.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he trained Bo Nix and Drake May, helped him get ready for the draft. So he knows what he's talking about. He has
fair enough. A really cool perspective. So pool play wrapped up today. Y'all went 3-2.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now I just talked to Jarius Wright. He's a receiver coach for PA. I'm gonna talk to Chase here in a little bit. I heard they went 5-0 today, but I heard that game was a little close today. It could have went either way.
Yes, sir. I mean, we had a lead on there for the beginning of the game, and we sold it. But hopefully we get back tomorrow, and we'll see some good teams, and hopefully we win the championship.
I like it, man. I'm excited. Once again, appreciate you for stopping by. Have a good one. Cooper Buss in the house holding it down.
Yes, sir.
I'll be watching tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck this year.
Sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Got the confidence from the young bucks. Gotta like it. Shaping up the right way. That's pretty fun. Cooper Buss. How cool is that name? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on behind me. Once again, Let's see. We got a game in action right now. Who did I just say? This was Pine Bluff and a team from Episcopal. Pine Bluff and Episcopal playing behind me. And, yeah, I just got through speaking to the Episcopal coaches. I'm pretty sure that's Reggie Swinton. Is that not Reggie Swinton out there? Oh, dang it. Who's my – no, he's at Jacksonville. I'll get down there here in just a second. Yeah, a lot of changes over there at Episcopal, trying to get things moving in the right direction. But, yeah, they're going to line it up. It's a tall task over there, but they got good coaches in place to put them in the right spot. Episcopal, really cool spot, too. First of all, I don't know if y'all have seen that campus. It's exactly what you would think it would look like, especially for how much it costs to go to that school. But hopefully their program can get turned around in the right way in a hurry. Once again, pool play as we take a look. Also playing right now on the field that is right behind the one that you just saw. You have Keller, Texas, playing against Alstyne, Texas. And then on the field that is up the hill, not too far from where we are set up right now, you got Little Rock Mills playing Gunter, Texas. And so we are on 1, 2, 3. We're on the third game. We got 4 more to go in today's pool play bracket. And don't forget, all games are 22 minutes, no half times. Doesn't matter if it's a toss, you're going to get right to it. Now, tomorrow, if there is a tie, that is, they will have a tiebreaker tomorrow, not today. All right, so here's another look at a couple of the top prospects. We're going to take a quick little break. I'm going to go find some water, get a little snack. We're going to be right back. I still want you to hear from a very dynamic player. His name is Chase Hancock. I got a chance to sit down with him. He got an offer from the Razorbacks, okay? We need this guy to be a Razorback, but he's sitting back looking at his options. And to hear what to hear what Jarius Wright had to say about this kid, it truly was special. So that'll be fun. So give me a little bit break. Once again, we are here at the Shootout of the South. I mean, take a look at it, y'all. What are we talking about? Come on now. You got 4th and 5 partnering up. It's going to be a great day for some football. A little cloud cover. Tomorrow's probably going to be hot, y'all, so y'all better enjoy it here today. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get some snacks, and we'll be right back. And I'll give you some updates on all the scores that are going down here at the Shootout of the South. I will leave you, however, with the game behind me. Now, you won't be able to hear anything, but we're going to leave that up and running. We'll be back here in just a second. Thanks for hanging out. All right, welcome on back. It's going to be a rough year for Episcopal. Hate to say it. They're playing behind me right now. They're in the red zone. Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon. All right, Episcopal. Still going to be a rough year for Episcopal. We got to work on a few things, all right? Got to work on my quarterback's form a little bit. Technique got to be a little bit better. Just a smidge. There's about 10 seconds left to go in this game. Looks like they are going for 2. The score right now is 25-7. Pine Bluff leading the way. So let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. 2 seconds left. Will they get the ball off? All right, snaps off. Let's see it. What do we got? Let's go. Make a play. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. All right, y'all. Welcome to the Shootout of the South. Sorry. There's a big time delay, too, going on all this, the connection and all that. Yeah, we had to take a quick little break. We're back now. Like I said, we're trying to be up for over 4 hours straight on a stream, so it's going to take some time, all right? A couple of breaks here or there. They're about to get to another break right now, so let's come back up. Once again, let you know what's going down today. Today is pool play, all right? So tomorrow, the championship brackets all start being set. Leader today, PA, they went 5-0. Now I'm watching these Texas teams close, y'all. I don't know what it is. It just seems like, man, they really got it figured out over there, man. They're playing some really competitive 7-on-7 right now. Now, I don't know what happens when the pads come on, but based off the way they're playing right now, I'm sure it's just fine, okay? So that'll be something to look at. PA, when they start playing these Texas teams, they let the Texas teams play in the afternoon today for travel purposes. So we'll see what happens when that kicks up tomorrow, anticipating that. A big thing when it comes to those teams in Texas is that they're going to be playing against a guy named Chase Hancock. Now, he's one of the top players here in the state of Arkansas. Great receiver, received their offer from Arkansas. But you're going to be playing against some real competition tomorrow. So we're going to see what it looks like. They got a young quarterback at PA. But let's hear from Chase Hancock. I had a chance to catch up with him a little bit earlier. Very, very impressed with this kid. Very, very impressed with him. See if we can be a Razorback one day. Here we go. Take a listen. All right, here we are once again, Shootout of the South, and I'm sitting down talking to all the players, and you can't come to PA and talk football without talking to my boy Chase. All right? But I just got through talking to your coach, all right? And I was watching you down here in zone. Mm-hmm. And you have a very unique ability to, for an untrained eye, you're like, I wish that guy would work harder. But you're just smooth. You don't have any wasted movement. It's like you're barely even moving, but you're moving faster than everyone else. I was like, you remind me of Joe Adams. And Jerry said, it's crazy you said that. I feel like Chase is a mixture of Joe and me when it comes to speed. Yeah. And so when you're out there performing like that, the game just seems so easy to you. How do you continue to challenge yourself to be better and better?
Well, I mean, it's just it's things like just noticing the defense that team is in and being able to identify, okay, what you're supposed to do at this exact moment and just being a player of the game, honestly. Yep. And then just using my speed to my advantage. And I got a great quarterback, He's young. We trying to get him all the reps he can in the summer. That way we come in the fall, everything's even smoother, Mm-hmm. So it's things like that. And then just me being a ball player too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, last time I saw you, we were in Fayetteville. Mm-hmm. We were watching the Razorbacks practice.
Yeah.
And you just got an offer.
Yeah.
All right. What we waiting on? You know what I mean? What we waiting? I'm just messing with you. This is what I do. I go around and I talk to high school talent. Yeah. And yes, I'm biased towards the Razorbacks.
Yeah.
I admit it. It is what it is. But it's just getting started for you, man. So I'm curious, somebody like you who's going to be able to almost pick where you want to go, what goes into your mindset right now of not just focusing on, making sure you go to the college you want to, but also stay focused on the high school level as well?
Well, honestly, the only thing that I take from going to these visits is just getting a relationship with the coaches. Yep. And then just building that, and then also just taking in the environment, and then from my first so like that very first visit that I go to a college, I'm taking it all in. Yep. I'm taking it all in. I'm seeing all the flashy stuff that they showing. I'm taking it all in. But then that second visit, okay, now it's like, okay, I'm there to develop that relationship with that coach.
Awesome.
And What was the other thing you said?
No, I was just saying, how do you focus on that? Also balance it with your high school approach too, because I think some players, they get so caught up in college, they forget about your boys back home. We still got a season to get to.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing about me. I'm a team player, you know. So I try to, like, every visit that I go to, I try to mention, my boys, so involving them when I go on my visits and shouting them out and trying to get them attention. I feel like that's where I help.
Yep.
And honestly, when they come to the school, during those periods, then when they can, I introduce myself, but I also introduce my teammates too.
Awesome. Taking care of your boys. Now, I'll say that that's a leadership quality. And I think somebody like you, especially in such a big time for program history or any time in a program when there's change, you need to lean within the players within the team that are, one, good, two, got a good head on their shoulders, and they're just leaders. Coach Luke leaves. You got a whole new staff in, switching everything up. I know for some players that's tough. I mean, I was a part of a coaching change when I was in college, and I ain't going to lie, I didn't like it. All right? I didn't like it. I was like, that's my boy. What are we doing? What's the transition been like, and how have you stepped up as a leader to kind of get your guys to buy into what the new coaches are bringing?
Well, I know that my teammates can trust me, and I trust them, honestly. So just showing them that I'm bought in, also, that tells them, okay, if he's bought in, we need to buy in too.
Awesome.
And also just with the transition, of course, with the plays and stuff like that, obviously that's going to be hard and learning it. But it's just repetition, and just being able to study the plays off the field too.
Yeah.
As a receiver, as a position group, just being with each other, like, off the field to build that bond again. That way we can trust each other in certain situations
Love
too.
it.
So it's a lot that goes, like, into it off the field, most definitely though.
So I got to ask, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
You're from Little Rock, Arkansas, born and raised.
Born and raised.
So, I mean, whether you say it or not, you're a Razorback, all right? Even if you go to another school, it's still in there, all right? I know that, all right? And you grow up being a football player receiver, you must have liked some Razorbacks growing up. Who was a better Razorback receiver, Anthony Lucas or Jarius Wright?
I'm going to go.
Let's hear it. Let's go. Who is it?
JJ Matters.
Oh, you're smart. Oh, my. You've been coached. You've been media trained. You've been media trained. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that'd be off the board. Yeah.
I
Shout out JJ out there.
I say him because I've been training with him.
Y'all been doing a lot of work. I've seen that. Yeah.
I've been training him since I was in 6th grade. And I could relate to him because I was mainly his size.
Yeah.
Being smaller, especially on the football field, playing the slide. But I could also, take Coach Wright too.
Because,
Coach Wright, he fast.
He fast. Is he still fast to be running with y'all?
Yeah. Look, I'm telling you,
still
when he be out there giving us like when he be showing us his routes and stuff, he showed me his highlights. I was like,
yeah. Jay Wright was different.
Yeah.
He was different. My favorite part, if you go back and watch highlights, look at Now Davis and all these running backs that score.
Yeah.
He always tries to beat them to the end zone. And he did it every time. He'd run past the DBs and everything. It was like a game between him and Joe Adams.
Yeah.
Jay Wright got a different gear. So that's fun, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by.
Of course,
excited
man.
to see you play tomorrow. What can we expect tomorrow if people come out and check you out?
Hey.
What we seeing out there?
Hey, if you've seen me play before, you're going to see it again. You're going to see, you know what to expect. So
God, I love it.
Hey.
Dang, look at that. Smiling. He got his chain on. You already got your NIL money? He got his chain on? Dang, it's nice, man. I appreciate you, man. Have a good one, man.
You too, man.
Good luck. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My guy. Oh, man, always fun talking with the young bucks. I mean, he's got a great head on his shoulders right there. I actually saw his pops come up a little bit later after that, and I should have told him, great job raising that kid. He's special. So we're going to see him play tomorrow. If you want a chance to see a lot of these players that you heard from today, they're going to be playing tomorrow. They are in the early round of the pool play getting set up. All right, we got a game going on right behind us right now. Let's go ahead and go to the field cam, all right, and see who we got lined up. All right, first I need to go to this bracket. All right, so we just saw Episcopal take on, was that Keller? That was right. So right now we have, I lost track, y'all. Give me a second. Let me find out where we are. We're in the middle. we have Keller. Dang, who's playing down there? Hold on, I'll figure this out. Here we go, pool play. What time is it? 3 o'clock. This should be Pine Bluff and Gunter. That's what we got going on right now. Pine Bluff and Gunter. Gunter is from Texas. Once again, these Texas schools do not like to wear their helmets playing 7-on-7. So we got Pine Bluff and Gunter, okay? And so I'll tell you this. I want to take a close look at these Texas teams because these quarterbacks, man, they really been throwing the ball. So here we are. You're in for a treat again. All right, you're going to get some DJ Williams commentary. I don't do this at all, all right? And I need work on this for sure. So I'm about to take the film. I'm about to take the field live. I'm going to take it full. I'm going to hop on the camera behind me. Like I said, I don't have really the equipment to do this, but we're going to try to figure this out. And I'm going to try to follow the plays and just tell you what I see, all right? So let's go ahead and take this full right now. Here, give me about 30 seconds, and I'll switch headsets, and I'm going to hop on that camera, and we're going to take a closer look at Pine Bluff and Gunter from Texas. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. Pine Bluff has the ball right now. You know me, I'm going to be cheering for these Arkansas teams. I don't care if these Texas parents are around or not. All right, let's go ahead and take a little bit closer look. Let's go ahead and bring it in. All right, there we go. Pine Bluff on offense. Let's go ahead and start breaking this stuff down. All right, I'm not too familiar with Pine Bluff football. I'm going to be honest with you. So we're going to take this in together all at once. Okay. They're going to come out, and they're going to be in an empty set, empty right. So 3 receivers to the right. You got 2 to the left. Makes sense for 7-on-7. A lot of people will keep the running back in. Why? I'm not sure. Ooh, who is that? I like the way that he looked. Okay. You got some athletes over here at Pine Bluff. You can just simply tell by the way sometimes people run, especially after the catch. That kid's got a little juice to him. I need to look at a roster at Pine Bluff. All right, quarterback's throwing that ball not too shabby either. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and lock this thing in a little bit more. Sun's starting to come out. Good thing for the athletes, bad thing for my camera equipment, but we're going to see how long it lasts. Missed a guy running wide open down the middle of the field. It's okay, though. I don't think he was going to be 1 or 2 or 3 in the progression. He got to his number 1 in the progression, got the ball out quick. Good play. Keep the chains moving for Pine Bluff. Let's see what Gunter has. Let's see what Texas football is all about. All right, number 2 looks like a dude. Number 20, good God, look at that dude in the middle. Middle linebacker. Look at him, stout. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at him right now. All right, looks like they're gonna be in his zone. He's pushing, he's pushing, he's pushing. Oh, beat him. He beat him. Okay, ball went somewhere else. It was an incomplete pass. Hey, that dude's stout now. That's not too bad from 20. Giving him a hard time. Not too bad at all. All right, here we go. UAPB. Pine Bluff getting closer to the red zone. I think we are – have been in the red zone. This is 7-on-7. 15-yard line. Actually, I can't tell at the moment. Let me see if they're going to break the huddle. There's some confusion going on the field. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think they know either. All right, here we go. They backed him up just a little bit. All right, come on. Come on now. Pick up the pace. I'm getting bored over here. All right, here we go. Coming on out. Once again, they're in an empty set, empty right. A little bit tighter formation over here to the right. Let's see what side of the field he chooses to work. Quarterback actually doing a really good job with his eyes. Oh, look at that. Let's go. Talk bad to him. I don't know if an announcer's supposed to be doing all that. Pine Bluff in the back of the end zone. Am I a little bit more animated because it's Arkansas versus Texas? You better believe it. Surprised that DB wasn't able to get back there, though, however. Quarterback was doing a really good job. I was watching his eyes, and he didn't look at not one receiver. He was keying the safeties the whole time. That's exactly what you want at the quarterback position. That's discipline. So great coaching over there at Pine Bluff, making sure the coaches get their eyes to the right spot, trying to figure out what the defense is. You can always guess pre-snap read, but the rotation after the ball is snapped is really what gives it away. Great job with his eyes down the field. Ended up connecting with a little wheel route back of the end zone. All right, let's see what Gunter has on the offensive side of the ball. See now. Oh, there we go. Dude, okay. This quarterback looks like a dude, y'all. Number 16. He's definitely eating his Wheaties. All right. He looks like a dude. I really like the way the ball just came out of his hand. He's got some zip to it. All right. We're going to see his footwork. Let's see if you know how much money all these people in Texas spend because they think their kid's the next Peyton Manning. We're going to see if it's going to pay off. Hell, he's even wearing 16. Let's see it. All right, here we go. They come out. They're in an empty set. Actually, that's not an empty set. The running back's in the backfield. Came out, and what is that? Oh, big time. How the hell? Sorry, I don't need to be saying that. They had a delayed release from the guy in the slot. I thought maybe they didn't understand the play was happening, and maybe that's some kind of trickery because Pine Bluff fell asleep as well. Ended up having a guy open at the corner route. Now they're bringing the ball back. Okay, that makes more sense. I was going to say I haven't seen a play like that. They're bringing the ball back, so obviously they had some kind of penalty. That play did not count. Quarterback's going deep right here. Actually, bad take from that safety from Pine Bluff. That's what really indicates a good safety is when that ball's in the air. What's that ball awareness like? Are they able to get their body in position? You can see the coach. He's trying to coach him up right here on the sideline. You just missed it. That could have been an interception, but based off the way he broke him, that ball opened it up for a potential touchdown. All right, here we go, Pine Bluff. Uh-oh. Something's going on. I've seen a couple people run across the field. I'm not sure what's happening. I think – sorry, we're probably going to have to take a pause in the action. There's something going on the field right now. Actually, they're just going to play right through it. Okay, maybe someone passed out. It is starting to warm up a little bit right now. I think somebody's getting some medical attention. Yeah, somebody's getting medical attention. One of the players. Yeah, once again, this is a good reminder. You know, we're sponsored by Ortho Arkansas. I talk to them all the time when it comes to player safety and things that we want to do moving forward. Hydration and heat, you have to make sure you stay on top of it. A player, it looks like from Mills, yeah, it looks like he just passed out. He's up now. He's struggling walking, and they're going to try to get him inside. So great job of the officer coming on the field, stopping the game as it was going on. He got help immediately. Now they went and got a bag. So it may be some medical thing going on right now. They do have athletic trainers starting to make their way over to him right now. Looks like he pulled out his inhaler. So, yeah, he's just dealing with the heat right now. Mills is playing on the opposite field right now, but he looks to be okay. It seems like everybody's giving him a little pat on the back. Just get a little breather. He'll get back into it. All right, let's get back to the action right here. Pine Bluff, we're in the red zone. What we got? Oh, nice. Oh, come on, catch the ball. Threw it right in the mittens. All right, that's football for you right there. Great throw. Now, it was in some traffic, but it hit him right in the hands. That's where you got to have them strong hands. You ever seen those football players that do those they put their hands in a rice bucket and they open their hand and ball up their fist. They're building their hand strength, their grip strength because, yeah, when you're playing some competitive football, about I would say 8 out of 10 times when you catch it, you got somebody trying to knock it right out of your hands. You got to have some strong hands to finish the play. I'm liking this quarterback from Pine Bluff, all right? I am liking him. Great drop right here. Get the ball out quick. A great little levels concept out here to the wide side of the field. You had a guy shallow, one in the mid-range, and one a little bit deep. Good play calling. Okay, Pine Bluff. I see you going. What's the head coach's name over there at Pine Bluff? We'll get that figured out. Let's take a closer look. Got Texas. They're on their heels right here at the end zone. Trying to think, Gunter, they have a few of these teams from Texas. Is this Keller? Yeah, I think this is Keller, actually. They got a few guys that are getting some D1 attention right now. All right, here we go. We got a bunch set to the left. Let's see if he works that side. Oh, he wants to go to the one-on-one matchup. What a rocket. Dude's got a laser on him. That was a catchable ball. Got to catch that one. Now, it would have been a tough catch, no doubt about it. I like this guy. Snuck it in there. Really good velocity on that thing coming out. Tight spiral. Quick with his decision. All right, here we go. What do we got right now? Little miscommunication. See, things like this in 7-on-7, when they break the huddle, I would like more efficiency. These are the things the coaches need to be working on in the offseason. Tight end, are you on the ball or not? Now you got the receiver outside on the line of scrimmage. Now, I saw that flag coming a mile away. Okay, the outside receiver had the tight end covered up, illegal formation. Come on, you got to tighten up. There we go. Still trying to get it figured out. Oh, my gosh. See, this is why I can't be a coach. I'd be losing my mind right now. Losing my mind right now. Patience is a virtue. All right. Here we go. He's on the line. Here we go. Rolling out to the left. Let's see what we're working with. I love his progression. Ooh, that's a dangerous throw. Took too long. You only got 4 seconds. Ended up being a sack. Dangerous throw thrown back across your body, especially in the red zone. God, you can't take those chances when you're down. I'm telling you, 6 sounds great. 3 is a lot better than 0. 3 is definitely a lot better than a pick 6 on the opposite side. So you got to be careful on the end zone, throwing across your body or back across your body like that. But I like that quarterback from Pine Bluff. Seems to be throwing that thing all right. All right, here we go. Oh, missed the interception. Come on now. Lock it in. All right, here we go. We have Texas team back up and at it. The score right now, I'm not sure who the home team is. It is 9-0. I don't know if I've seen anyone score that I could remember lately, so I need to figure out who the home team is. But let's keep this thing going. Really taking the time to break that huddle over there, this Texas team. All right, here we go. Let's lock it in. See what we got. Takes it back, a little pump fake. Yeah, a little lapse in defense in the zone right there. Gee, like Moses parted the Red Sea right there. There wasn't a defender within 10 yards of number 8 for the Texas team. Got to tighten up. There we go. They're communicating right now. You would prefer to communicate before that play, not after. But it is what it is. All right, we're learning right now. All right, here we go. Texas back out, another pump fake. He's going with the wheel route. I saw that one. Another miscommunication. He gets his toes down. Number 2, bringing it in. That's all this guy in warm-ups. Dude's got a lot of pep to his step. Definitely saw that wheel route coming from a mile away, and I'm sitting here about 40 yards away. I'm just trying to figure out how the safety from Pine Bluff didn't see it, and he was right there. We got to work on these things. That's what the offseason's all about. Going back, watching the tape, slowing the game down. I think an issue that a lot of high school kids have, and something I had too, you get so locked in on one specific thing. Instead of being able to take back and see it all develop at once, it allows you to anticipate things a little bit better, see things with a wider field of view instead of just locking in all the time, especially for a safety. Great throw. Come on. Hit the jugs machines. Take them out. Sorry, I get a little aggressive. This dude from Pine Bluff is throwing darts right now, all right? And from what I've seen, we've had 3 drop balls. I'm just giving him a hard time. I'd be saying the same thing to myself, okay? I really would be saying the same thing to myself. All right, let's line it up. Great throws. Obviously, that one was just a smidge behind, but it hit him in his hands. Make a play for your quarterback. All right, here we go. Nice little 3-step drop. Nice little pump fake. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, God, get. Make a play. This dude is dealing. Look at this. We could have had that one. I'm going to go back and replay that one. I think that ball was right in his hands. Hey, Arkansas, I don't know if y'all know, but this dude over here from Pine Bluff can sling that thing. Anybody know his name? I don't know why I asked. I'm standing about 15 feet away from my computer right now, so I can't see anything going on in the chat if there is anything. I guess I'll do that research a little bit later. All right, here we go. He's back at it. Let's see if he can go 3 for 0 on perfect balls and no catches. Drops back once again. Takes his time, scans the field. Another laser. We got a penalty. We got a little hold going on there, sir. Can't do that. Anyway, it was a nice throw and catch moving forward anyway. Good job keeping it alive. Quarterback over there from Pine Bluff. right now, when it comes to the quarterback position of games, I actually just sat down and watch, which has only been 2. He's standing out to me. He's popping off the field right now. Really like what we got going on. All right, here we go. They come out in an empty set, empty right. You see what happened right there? You see what that quarterback did? As soon as you broke the huddle, he understood their splits weren't right, and he went outside and corrected them. Love that. Vocal. A little late across the middle, but he makes the play anyway. He was just a smidge late. Trust it. Get that ball out. Almost gave that DB an opportunity to pick that off right there, but a great developing play, and it started before it even happened. That quarterback realized, and when they broke the huddle, they were in a trips right formation. He needed them in a bunch right formation, and a great concept on the outside. And once again, he eyes down that safety the whole time, holding him with his eyes, and he delivers a perfectly thrown ball. Young man, let's go. I think we may have discovered a little something here on 4th and 5 here at the Shootout of the South. All right, here we go on the offensive side of the ball. Oh, who is this guy? Number 21, Big Dog. Definitely does not miss weight room day. 21's out there moving. All right, here we go. Let's see if Texas can put anything on the board. Okay, so I got a score up. Dang it, I keep forgetting to check the score. It is now 16-7, but I lost track of who has 16. We'll find out after this drive, I guess, or not, depending on if they score. It looks like they had a quarterback change at Texas. They now got number 8 taking snaps. Great job with his eyes right there, and he secured it all the way down. Good job snapping his head around. This may be QB number 1 right here for Texas, just based off that one rep I saw. It was a good timing route. He threw it almost before he even looked that way, just based off the coverage from the secondary. He knew that his guy was going to be open if he did what he was supposed to do. So that's some next-level stuff from QB number 8 over here. Let's see if we can get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, here we go. They come out in an empty formation. Empty, okay. Put number 2 in motion. Schuerman, he's going to go out to the flat. There he is. Oh! Should have wore a helmet. Trying to tell you, Texas, there's a reason we wear helmets. Good concept, though. Wish we would have broke on that a little bit faster. It's tough when you see the plays develop so early and they're slow to making the adjustments to make the play. All right, now let's go and take a look at that scoreboard. Okay. Pine Bluff is up 1. It is 16-15, 3 minutes left. And here comes the gunslinger from Pine Bluff back at it. Got to get the ball out. Oh, come on. Hey, it was a sack. It was a sack. Now, does it matter? There we go. Hold on, wait. Timeout. He threw a pick. He was holding the ball a little long, and he threw it behind him. All right, I've been giving you praise, but now I'm going to get after you. You threw the ball behind. You can't do it with 3 minutes left and up 1. However, they did wave the flag as if it were a sack. So I'm assuming the ball should remain with Pine Bluff, and that's exactly what it looks like it's about to happen. All right, there we go. All right, son, you got a chance for redemption. All right, you got a little gimme right there. What are we going to do with it? Pine Bluff comes out in an empty formation. Currently has too many players on the field. There we go. We got it figured out now. All right, let's lock it in. We're in an empty right. Quarterback takes a step back, gets the ball out quick to the sideline, takes advantage of the off coverage out there in the zone. That's the way to keep it moving. I mean, think about it. Drastic change in tempo right there. Texas thought they had a nice little pick, and they're going to have a chance to have a nice little 2-minute drill to go score and go up in the final drive, but a penalty. Not even a penalty, a sack negates the interception, and you come back out and get the ball to the flat and keep the chains moving. Let's go. All right, let's see how we're going to finish this game. I'm going to see if I can hunt this guy down from Pine Bluff, see if we can get him on the desk. Got to talk to him. We're in a bunch left formation. Working, it is developed into man-to-man coverage. Great throw. He's very patient. I like the patience of this quarterback. He saw that once they started showing their hand, it was zone. He thought it was zone, ended up being man coverage, and he worked his shallow and crossing routes. Is exactly what you want in man coverage, especially if you have the advantage when it comes to the speed. All right, here we go. Red zone, 1 minute left. They're taking their time. They're in a bunch left formation, rolling out to the left. It's going to be in the back of the end zone. Oh, throw it away. Can you throw it away? He just took a sack. I feel like we're stalling a little bit on Pine Bluff. got a little craftsman gameship going on here, being real savvy. They don't seem to be in a rush at all. They are up 1 with 50 seconds going. You can't stop the clock. And at 0, this game will be over. I believe it is 3rd down. Could be wrong. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. Once again, taking their time, getting to the line of scrimmage. You would assume there'd be a play clock. They kind of need a play clock. There we go. Works it. Got to get rid of it. Good break on the ball. But Pine Bluff, I know what y'all are doing. They're not going to give Texas any time to get this ball back. Got a late substitution. Huddle. When have y'all seen them huddle up? I mean, I guess they've been huddling up quite a bit, but they're taking their time on this one. All right, just go ahead and shake hands. Call it a day. Ain't no timeouts. Game is over. Real savvy right there, Palm Bluff. I see you, Coach. Yeah, I got to go figure out who this quarterback is from Palm Bluff. I think we found a little diamond in the rough, all right? All right, I'm about to transition back over to the desk. So give me 1 second. Talk to you in a bit. All right, welcome back in. They had a play go on when the game was over in the back of the end zone. I think that's Mills. I'm not sure who they're playing, but they had a little something go down in the back corner of the end zone. You can see it. You got to really look on your screen. May have to go back and watch that one. Interesting. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get an ID on the quarterback from Pine Bluff. They'll be walking here in just a second, especially I think they may have to go up to the field. Let's go and take a look at the what am I looking for? The bracket. There we go. Let's take a look at the pool play. We just saw Pine Bluff and Gunter. Up next, you got Keller, Texas, taking on Episcopal. And y'all, this is going to be rough. All right, I like the coaches over there at Episcopal, okay? We're going to keep this between you and me. Episcopal's struggling right now. I watched them play earlier, and I also watched this Texas team, Keller, play earlier. This is going to get a little out of hand, all right? And so if Pine Bluff, let me pull this back up. If they have a second, I'm going to see if I can go find this kid. Let's see if Pine Bluff has a game this round. Yes, they're about to play Little Rock Central. Ooh, that'll be fun. They're going to be playing it on the field up top. And so I won't have time to talk to him, but I will have time to talk to him after that. They got a break after this next game against Central. I'm going to see if I can get this quarterback on the desk with me, and let's talk to him a little bit. I think we need to get to know this guy, unless he's just a standout player that everybody knows about, and I've just been sleeping under a rock, all right? So this is what we're going to do. Like I said, we're up and rolling. The equipment seems to be holding on. I'm a little worried about the heat. Stuff will overheat out here. So this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to throw up a graphic for a second, and I may just roll the drone shot over and over and over. But give me a second. I'm going to watch this whole next game, all right? So this is essentially going to be about a 20-minute break, okay? So it'll be about a 20-minute break. I really want to take a closer look at this quarterback from Pine Bluff as he plays against Central. Should be a good matchup. You got some of the top talent on both of these. I'm not going to show the game behind me. I already know how that's going to go. And so they're going to be playing up the hill on Field 3 here in about 8 minutes. Not even 8 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to go take a look at that. So thanks for hanging out. Like I said, y'all can sit back and watch this drone shot for the next 20 minutes for all I care. I don't know. But I'm going to see here around 4 o'clock if I can sit down with the quarterback from Pine Bluff. All right, that'll be the case. So hopefully around 4 o'clock I can get him rolling. All right, so let me put this on repeat, and I will see y'all here in about 20 minutes. All right, welcome back. Man, I was in the process of trying to track down the quarterback for Pine Bluff. I wanted to see if we could get him a chance to hop on set with us, talk to us. They should have a break this game. Unfortunately, during their game against Central, they had a player with a pretty nasty injury. Pretty nasty. Delayed the game for about 10 minutes, and so they put they put some extra time on the clock to finish that game. They haven't started yet. DB broke up the ball for Pine Bluff, came down wrong on his arm. Bad stuff happened. So unfortunately, I think that may be the rest of his year. I'm not sure how fast he can bounce back from a bone break like that, but I've seen people bounce back within a year, and so hopefully that'll be the case for him. And so I don't think we're going to have time to try to track down the quarterback from Pine Bluff. I got to wrap this up here in the next couple minutes, but I will be back out here tomorrow with the pool play all wrapped up. We're going to see the championship rounds. Hopefully in between those games, we'll have opportunities for some guys to come on and talk to us and talk about the recruiting process and what the experience today was like here at the Shootout of the South. And I want to retract something I said earlier. I was looking at the Episcopal team. I think it was their JV team. I just watched them play against Keller. Now, Keller's a really good football team. They got a good quarterback, a couple great receivers. But Episcopal, they held their own. I'll give them that. So not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It looks like Central and Pine Bluff are trying to start back up. Once again, thoughts and prayers out to the player that went down with the injury today. Hopefully he bounces back. I wish you were my boss. Hope they are hydrating well. It has been a very, very hot day. I sent the guys home at least 3-hour weekend. All right, y'all, we're about to wrap this up. I got a wedding to go to. Josh's younger brother is getting married, so that is in about an hour. Probably going to be late for that one, but tune in tomorrow as we start the championship rounds. Thanks for hanging out with me today here for the Shootout of the South, and I'm going to get all these interviews that I had today, and I'm going to get those posted up separately. Fun day out here. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Got to figure out what time that is. See y'all. Y'all have a great day.